What's this here? Notice this here. Just as I'm leaving. Look how slow this is. Okay. Watch this here. So I just stepped outside just now. Just stepped outside now. This is probably somebody who lives here. Guaranteed. Watch. Somebody who lives here. Okay, it's this guy here. You can see this. So I just exited the house. Notice it. I'm gonna get this on record here. I've just stepped outside here. This happens every night when I leave. So someone, whether it's here, whether it's next door, or whether it's here, as soon as I step outside, they have somebody pulling up in their car. So it's right across the street there. You can see two guys just sitting there idling in the car. There, you can see that. This is the moment you saw that too. So I came out from here. The moment I came up, car pulls up from here. You can see them sitting over here. See, they're pulling out now. Coming out now. You can see this here now. Look at the guy staring over at me. Staring over at me for no particular reason. Again, I just stepped outside. As soon as I stepped outside, the car pulled up. So you can see here. I think this is one of these creeps who lives here, actually. Or one of the... Yeah, it is. It's one of the guys who lives over here. So that was literally, like, I stepped out the door. And now look at them. See how they're looking over at me as if it's my fault or some problem caused by me? Yeah, it's the guy who lives here. One of the guys who lives here. So you can see he's going up and talking to this guy here. So you can see. Yeah, so I just stepped out. The moment I stepped out the door, you can see this guy's walking in the house here. This is just as I stepped outside, they pulled up. See the one creep there and then the other guy there. I'm sorry?
The guy who thinks you are recording. So
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry?
The guy who thinks you are recording, so...
I am recording. I am recording because I stepped outside of the house, and as soon as I stepped out, the car pulled up. That happens all the time.
Huh?
So that happens all the time. When I leave for work, I'm leaving for work right now.
Okay.
As I leave for work, your car pulled up exactly with exact timing. I can record him if I want to. I'm on the property here, so he has nothing to say about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's one of the guys who lives here. Apparently, I think it's one of the guys who answered. I don't know what this guy's screaming about. What? And I can film him if I want to. I'm on the property right here, so he has nothing to say about it. I'm filming the vehicle there. So as I left, that car pulled from down there. It came from down there, pulled up right in front of his house here. What's this guy doing? So this guy's coming across here to start some problem now. Can I help you? I don't know. I speak English, man. I can't understand. I'm not filming you. I'm filming the car there.
Why are you filming my house?
I'm filming the car that pulled up in front of you.
Why are you doing that?
I said I'm filming the car that pulled up in
Why
front
are you
of you.
fucking doing that?
I just answered you.
Wait,
Get off
you
the
live
property.
here?
Get
You
off.
live here?
Get off the property.
You live here?
Yeah, I live here. Yeah.
Where you live?
I live right here.
Yeah, that's your house?
I don't own it. I'm a renter here. I'm not filming your house. I'm filming the car.
Can you please stop doing that, please?
Do you listen
Can
to
you
what?
please stop doing that?
Do you listen to what I say?
Can you please stop doing that,
Okay,
please?
stop screaming and repeating yourself, sir.
Can you please stop doing that?
Can you get your dog away from me?
Can you please stop doing that?
No, I can't. I can record if I want to. I'm on the property where I live.
Can you stop doing
Can
my
you stop
house?
screaming? Can you stop screaming and
Fuck you!
Okay.
Can you stop doing that?
No, I can't. I'm filming the car that pulled up in front of your house. I'm not filming your house.
That's my house, buddy.
Sir.
You've been doing that since an hour now.
Okay, you're lying. I have this recorded. I have it on here. I haven't been doing it since an hour. I stepped out 5 minutes ago. First of all, listen to what I'm saying. I stepped out 5 minutes ago. The reason I'm filming is because that car pulled up right when I came out. It has nothing to do with you or your house. I'm not filming your house. I'm filming because when I left my house here, right? I came outside 5 minutes ago, not an hour. I have it all recorded. I have evidence, okay? So if you want to talk to the cops, you go ahead.
I don't care.
So listen.
I'm just telling you.
I'm not filming your house.
Please.
So listen to what I'm saying.
Please.
Okay, so you don't listen then. I'm trying to explain to you.
I'm telling you, please.
I'm trying to explain to you, sir.
You get enough.
I'm not filming it now.
You get enough, man, for the car.
You're screaming, man. Calm down. Calm down. You're screaming at me.
Yeah, you.
What do you?
Give me a problem.
No. There's
Don't
no.
put your fucking.
There's
eye
no
in my
problem.
face.
I'll put it if I want to. You're trespassing on the property. Leave the property.
No.
Okay. Well, then
No
I'll call the
trespass
cops.
here.
I'll call the police.
Yeah,
then.
call. Call right now. Right now. Right
yeah,
now.
I know, because you work with them.
Call right.
'Cause you work- yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm a fucking police too. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
call,
maybe you
call,
are.
call.
Well, get off the property and leave me alone.
No, I'm
you're,
not
you're,
leaving
you're the
until
one
you
who's
call.
here. You're the one who's here.
I'm not
I have to go
going
to sir.
until you call.
I have to go to work, sir. I
Go,
can't.
get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of you filming my fucking house.
I'm filming that car that pulled up in front of
Stop.
your house. You're screaming and
You
acting
take
crazy.
it already.
You're
Piece
screaming.
of shit.
So I'm not
Oh,
filming
no,
it.
you don't want. Okay.
So you're
don't.
call the cops then, buddy. As soon as I came outside, this guy starts screaming at me, man. Look at this. Look at this nutcase. He's insane, this guy.
You don't want that?
He came over and started screaming. No. Oh, no. Okay, you want to call the cops? I'll call the cops then. Okay, it's going inside. Unbelievable, man. Should I call the cops? I don't know. He probably works with them. So you can see this nonsense happens as soon as I step out. I'm going to work. As soon as I step out to go to work, here's what happened. Anyone can see this. I've got footage of it here on my phone and the glasses. He's saying it was going on for an hour. I stepped outside 5 minutes ago. I stepped outside of the house here. As soon as I step outside, that car pulls up with the guy who lives here, one of the guys who's renting here. I hold up my phone to film the car of the person who pulled up. This guy comes out of his house and starts screaming at me. He runs across here aggressively and starts shouting and threatening me. You know what? I am going to call the police. I am going to call the police here. So again, just to reiterate everything that transpired here. I stepped outside. The moment I stepped outside to go to work, car pulls up right in front of the house with one of the guys who lives here. The moment I exit, right? So as soon as I step outside, he pulls up with perfect timing. I filmed the car to show how this happens all the time. Guy across the street comes out and starts screaming at me and trespasses on the property and starts shouting and aggressively threatening me. That was all timed. The guy who lives here knows what he was doing too. He's a part of it. So he pulls up. Again, as soon as I left, he pulls up right as I exit the house. Now, I've shown video footage of this consistently for over a year in this area of them doing that. Okay? So that guy received a text message to pull up right when I arrived. Then when I filmed the car, this goon across the street comes over with a dog and starts screaming at me. So I'm going to call the police now. As usual, someone pulls up in a car. I film the people pulling up, and one of them, of course, is one of the guys who lives here, one of the stalkers who lives here. Normally, they use this female to do the stalking, to leave when I leave, and etc. I'm just waiting for the police now, because this guy across the street came over and started getting really aggressive. He wouldn't leave the property, and he brings a dog over onto the property. So I told him I would call the police if he continues. Now, you can see what happened also is, as he did that, you see people kind of coming out all around. So you see some woman down here, you'll see here, going out to walk the dog now. While this is going on, you can see this, all right? So this is all to provoke a problem. You can see here, some guy coming by here. And this is almost 10 at night, just as I'm leaving for work. I had to call in and say I'm going to be late for work because I got to see the police now and tell them, because this guy was getting aggressive. He seems like he was going to get violent. You could see the footage of what he was doing. He was trespassing on the property here. And now they've got this person walking a dog coming out just to send a message that these people all work together here. So all I'm doing is going for work. I'm documenting this, leaving for work. Each time I leave for work each night, I get harassed. Often it's this female, the female who lives in the front unit here. She leaves every time I come home. So at the exact same time. She's been doing that for 6 months now. And then tonight, the guy who has a room over here, as soon as I step outside, literally as soon as I come up the driveway, he pulls up. So I take out the phone to film that. And as I do, the guy across the street comes over and starts threatening me and screaming at me. So you can see here, this guy coming by here. Notice this. So a dog walker and some guy here. So he's coming around. So now I'm just waiting for the police to show up now. And this is probably going to take a while. They said it's going to be between a half an hour to an hour. But I want to get this on record in case this guy does anything, because I have the whole thing filmed.
How you get that house? How you get to live here?
You can hear him screaming. Listen to him scream.
How you get to live here?
Listen to him screaming. I've lived here for a year. You listen to. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said there? Did you hear what he said there?
I see you on the internet.
Did you hear what he said there? He said you're a pedophile, you're raping kids. This liar over here. So he's been fed slander as well. You heard what he said there. They fed him some type of lie or whatever. This is what they do to people, to slander them, defamation of character.
I see you not doing it.
Yeah, okay. Sure, sir. And then you can see over here, there's this person with the dog is just standing there watching. She's associated with him too. So as soon as I stepped outside, and then another guy there coming out of his house now, while this guy's screaming at me. So again, all I did tonight was I left for work. You heard what he was just saying there, that lies and slander that he was spreading there as I left for work there. So I'm waiting for the police because this guy has come over, trespassed on the property. He's shouted slander at me, spreading lies. Now look over here. Now you can see what they do is when these situations occur, because they've enlisted all these neighbors through lies and slander, they're coming out. So you can see here. You got this woman walking a dog at 10 at night, and that guy over there, they support this guy too, while he harasses me while I go to work. So you can see how they're all involved in it, right? She's standing over with the dog. He's causing the disturbance. You can hear him screaming. You can hear the guy screaming over there. He's screaming things like pedophile, lies and slander. And these people you can see out here. I just want to get this on camera as well here. So you can see them coming out to take part in it as well. This is after 10 at night. And this is what they're doing here. You can see over there. Now, do you think that's normal to be out walking a dog after 10 p.m.? I don't think it is. So it's constant harassment here. So I've called the police. We'll see. Now he's coming back out here, this guy. You heard what he's saying there. He's screaming lies and slander. Now he's going out because the cops are coming, guaranteed. He's probably going to leave now. And you can see over here. So while this is going on, they always have to have a bunch of people around to surround and harass you, right? So you can see two people over here. When this guy was coming up the street, he's talking with that woman with the dog just to kind of show that they're all involved in it. So all I'm doing is leaving for work. I want to get this on camera again, just to reiterate. You can see they're standing out there. And then the guy's still over there. The guy who trespassed and came over and threatened me, he's still over there screaming. He's not screaming now, but he was. And you can see here. So they got to watch the whole situation too, just to kind of make sure that... Notice them there? So the female there, and then the guy standing on the porch is standing, they're looking at me too, as if I'm causing the problem. This guy came over, threatened me, harassed me, trespassed on the property, and they're looking at me as if I'm causing the problem. So you see that? The guy over there, he's looking at me as if I'm causing the problem. Whenever anyone can see with the video, this guy's causing the problem right here. He's causing the problem. I was just leaving for work, and he comes over and threatens me, and trespasses on the property and brings a dog and starts screaming lies and slander at me. This happens every time I leave for work at night. So got the police on the way. I'm waiting for the police now. We'll see how long it takes for them to come. You can hear what he was screaming too, lies and crap about just nonsense. So notice this here. Notice the two people here, right over here. You can see them there, right? They're both staring at me. You can see from the video footage that this guy here came over and was getting aggressive, was threatening me, brought a dog onto the property. And notice they're looking at me. So I want to get that on camera here. Notice the two of them are looking at me. I haven't caused any problem here. I just left the house to go to work, and they're looking over as if I've caused the problem, okay? And you heard what that guy said. You heard the lies that he was saying. Is this the police here? No, okay. Still waiting for them. Threatening me. So I want to show the police the footage of how this guy conducted himself. And yeah, you would know. I guess you would know since you have contact with them. He's connected with the police too, so I guarantee I already know how they're going to handle this, but we'll see what happens. So here's another person coming here. So you can see again, these people here, these two neighbors here, are all on this guy's side. Now he's got. This guy began this stuff. You saw what happened. Anyone who saw the video footage saw what happened. You see what happens to me every time I leave for work here, and you saw what he did. I was filming the car. These guys pulled up as soon as I left. And this guy's drunk too. He can't even talk. He's drunk. He's slurring his words. Listen to him. That's how drunk he is. Now there's another person coming out here. Another neighbor here. So this guy over here is causing the problem. You can see it. But what this has done is it's all about painting me as some villain or something. All I was doing was leaving for work. Same as I do 5 nights a week. Every time I leave for work, I get this type of crap going on with people leaving when I leave, coming home when I come home. And then I I get harassed by this guy across the street just for leaving the house tonight. So I want to get it on record. I've called the police, and I want to see how they're going to handle this. And of course, what you've got, because I called the police, that's why those people are out there. So you can see, they all have to come out to try and make it out like it's me causing some problem. All I've done, anyone can see, all I've done is leave for work. You can see they're on the same side as this guy here. They're on the same side as this guy. Notice what they're doing here. It's none of their business, yet they have to come out and okay. So waiting for the police. They should be here soon. They're probably going to take a while still. You can see he knows this. He knows this person here as well, right? So she goes over and talks to him, and she knows him as well, right? So you can see how this guy knows all these people here. Now look at this. She's coming out with the dog here. So you've seen my videos. You know how you know what's happening here, right? Now watch this. She's going over to him now. And he's making those fake compliments.
Non, il écoute pas. C'est son caméra.
Français ou anglais?
Non, il parle anglais.
Est-ce que tu parles en français ou en anglais?
It's only English. Sorry.
English? Can
Yeah.
you shut your...
No, I can't. No, I'm filming because of what's happened to her.
No. This is intrusion of privacy.
No, it's not. I'm not filming you right now.
You cannot do that.
I'm not filming you right now. I have the. Yeah, I live here. Yeah.
Okay, well, you shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't. Okay. First of all, I can do that if I want to. I can do that if I want to. It's not intrusion of privacy. This guy over here came over to threaten me and harass me. I have footage of it. He came onto the property. He threatened me. He screamed at me. He brought his dog on the property. And you can see all these people coming out now. All coming out to blame me for this. All I was doing was leaving for work. And this woman here is coming over saying I can't film. I can film absolutely. This guy's getting aggressive and violent. I've called the police. Of course I'm going to film. For my own safety. I can film if I want to. No, she's over here talking to him. Notice this. Every night when I leave for work, this happens here. And I'm about tired of this stuff. And I film it every night. You see on my videos what happens every night when I work here. When I leave from here. It's unacceptable. And the police are taking a long time to come because they know I got to get to work. So it's going to be a while. And I can film if I want to. She's 100% wrong. She doesn't know the law. I can film on the property here if I want to. So you see how she's talking to him. It's all set up. And then this guy over here is still staring over at me as if I'm causing a problem. All I've done, I'm right outside front of the house where I live. Just leaving for work. This guy's drunk out of his mind too. Listen to how he's drunk. He's slurring his words. You can see the guy over there still. So they've got to monitor this whole situation and watch. Notice they've got a camera at the house there too, up at the top there. So the one guy there, he's standing out here, and she comes over and says, I can't film. I can absolutely film. She doesn't know the law. She doesn't know the law. You can see a dog walker there going back, right? And again, you can see them. They're all working together here. This is all about harassing me. I've done nothing wrong. He's going back over here now too, right? So the other guy here, he's with them as well. Now listen to this. Hear that? That's going by right as I'm still waiting for the cops. Still waiting for the cops to come. You can hear that. The broken muffler car going by there. It's pulling up down there. You hear the sound of that? That's that one dude who comes out a lot of times when I'm leaving. So this is the cops. Still no. So called the cops close to an hour ago. I'm still waiting for them. I think they're intentionally taking as long as possible. Pretty obviously. Yeah, that's it. This guy I showed in the other video there. We're going to wait for the police, and I don't expect them to handle this in a fair way, but I just want to have documentation that I called the police in case this guy causes another problem, because I think he will. Seems like they're going to use him regularly, this guy. You can hear him. He's still screaming. You can hear him. He's drunk out of his mind, this guy. On a Monday night, he's drunk out of his mind. Is that the police? No, that's a cab. They're taking forever. Come on. So I had to call into work and tell them I was going to be late because of this guy. Can you hear him? Can you hear him rambling? Drunk and rambling. As you can see, the whole thing, this was set up that way because the way they set it up was they knew that when those people pulled up, the one guy who lives here, he recently moved in, that guy, they knew that I would film it or whatever, but normally I would just get it with my glasses, but I had the phone out, and then that was all set up so that he could start screaming, and then he started screaming, and then the guy who lives here says to me, yeah, that guy says you're filming it. I was filming the car because every night when I leave they do these things, so anyone can see that that's why I was filming. And you can film in a public place anyway. Yeah, you hear him? You hear him? The guy's drunk out of his mind. He's drunk out of his mind. I'm coming out, please. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show them the footage of them. Yeah, it's on police now. Hi, how are you? Sorry, the reason, just to let you know, the reason I have the glasses on is because they're camera glasses. So I'm filming because of some stuff that went on. So the guy, he's still over there, the guy there. I want to show you the footage of what happened. So
what happened exactly?
Okay, so basically, I was leaving for work at approximately 9:20. I leave the same time every night. I come out of the house here, right? As I'm coming out of the house, this car here pulls up. So because of some stuff that's been going on, right? Okay. I take my phone out to document this because there's been a lot of stuff with, I'll just say, people following and showing up right when I arrive and when I leave. Okay. So because of that, right, I filmed the vehicle there. The vehicle pulled up in front of his house. So because of that, he starts screaming, thinking I'm taking footage of his house. I wasn't filming his house. Okay. That wasn't my intent. Now, if it caught, maybe it caught his house in the footage. My intent was not to stand there and film his house. I wouldn't do that, right? So he came up. I want to show you the footage, if I may. He trespassed. What happened was, this guy here. So I live here, right? I rent a room here. So this guy here, he's some new guy who moved in. So he walks up to the house here to me and he says, hey, that guy says you're taking footage of him. I said, I'm not taking footage of him. I said, I'm taking footage of your car. That's the car there, okay, with the guy who rents here. So anyway, so basically, then he comes across, right, after, because I was filming because I said he was getting aggressive and screaming. So he walks up to the driveway here. I'll show you the footage as well. He walks up to that dog there. He brought the dog onto the property. He starts screaming at me. He's screaming all sorts of things, like insults. He's screaming things like pedophile, rapist, and stuff like. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like all this slander and lies, almost like somebody told him a bunch of lies about me. So he comes up onto the property here. Let me just, I'll play the footage just to show you what happened. So this is him when he's coming across the street here, right? Okay. I told him to leave the property. He's trespassing. You can hold it if you want to. Do you want me to hold?
I said I'm filming the car that pulled up in front of you.
I clearly explained to him. I told him to leave the property.
Okay.
He's also drunk. He's very drunk, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your house? I don't own it. I'm a renter here. I'm not filming your house. I'm filming the car. Can you please stop doing that, please? Do you listen to what?
You can tell. I'm just telling him, calm down. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but as of now, what do you want us to do with this situation?
Well, first of all, he trespassed on the property, so I want you to warn him not to come over and trespass with a dog.
Of course we're going to tell him that.
I'm worried. He's right. Watch what he does. He's aggressive. He's getting in my face. I'm worried, like, I'm leaving for work at night. If this guy's going to start stuff regularly with me, I don't know. I don't.
Tell him to leave you alone, but
Yeah, that's what I want.
okay.
I'm not saying, like, and also ask him not to trespass on the property.
Yeah,
You can see he's trespassing.
Yeah, but technically there's no infraction on this part because he's on the.
No, he's on the property.
I know, but there's no infraction. Technically, I cannot arrest him for anything.
I'm not asking you to arrest him. I'm just asking you to warn him.
Of course, we're gonna tell him to stay on this side.
Just tell him not to trespass and bother me.
What's your last name?
Okay. So you can hear
Your birthday.
December 7th,
Yeah.
1979. Do you hear? I'm trying to explain to him. He's aggressive. He's hostile. I told him. I said, sir, I'm not filming your house. I explained to him, I'm filming that vehicle because of some stuff that's happened to me. I've had a lot of harassment that's happened to me. Every night when I leave for work, I have things that I believe are stalking. People following and pulling up right when I arrive, leaving right when I leave. So because of that, I have every right. You know this. I can film in a public place and document.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
film
Yeah.
in a public street.
Right.
But you have to understand that it can upset some people.
I do understand that, but I wasn't. The intent was not to
Understand,
upset
but-
him.
And I know you had nothing, no bad idea in your head when you were doing it. It's just
Yeah.
you have to understand that if
That-
my neighbor does that in front of me and comes and films my car and I did nothing, I'm gonna go ask him, what the fuck are you doing? That's
You're
normal.
gonna go onto his property with a dog and trespass and get aggressive and
Yeah,
say,
'cause,
"What the fuck are you doing?"
like I
That's
said,
not normal.
Maybe I will have the attitude you had with you, but I'm gonna go ask, what are you doing?
And I would answer you. I would say, I would answer by saying, because of some harassment I'm experiencing, I have a right to film in a public place. So that I was in the right. I didn't do anything wrong. And also, normally I don't use the phone. That's why I'm wearing these at night. I know it looks stupid to have sunglasses on at night.
I understand.
They're camera glasses. So normally I would wear these. I got a new pair tonight, so that's why I was using the phone. He also, what's suspicious about this is when he came onto the property, he's screaming in my face. I don't know. Do you want to see the rest of the video? I only showed you.
No, it's okay for now. But we're gonna tell him to don't come on your property.
Okay, that's
He's
the main
gonna leave
thing.
you alone there.
And not to talk to me. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
He also is screaming. Now, what's my concern
I'm
is.
just gonna get on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Another thing that's my concern, sir, is so can I quickly ask you for your badge number as well, just because
Yeah,
I want to document this. If you could give me that.
1819.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so what he was doing, give me a second. This is one of the tenants who lives in the house here. Just a second until she goes in. Yeah, she lives here at the house. I'll just wait till she goes in. It's not her business. So basically what he said to me, so this is what disturbs me and what's concerning. He's screaming, he screams at me, "You're a pedophile and you're a rapist." I said, "What are you talking about?" That's like, so somebody is, I don't know what put that in his mind, but that's not something that you normally say
No, I
to somebody,
understand.
unless somebody's told lies
No,
about
I
you.
understand. I'm gonna go see him and
Okay.
just ask him to don't come in your property
And not to
leave
talk
you
to
alone.
me, not to talk to me.
Okay?
So now I want to have this on record that we've talked, so if I have to call you again and he's doing it again,
Yeah.
okay.
It's gonna be written.
Oh, can I wait here? I'll just wait while you
Yeah.
talk to him. Thank you, yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Alright, then, good. You told him to don't come near you, okay?
Okay, so he's not going to talk to me anymore,
No,
right?
He's gonna leave you out. Okay?
Okay.
You can go back inside and he's gonna.
I got to go to work now. I'm late for
Okay,
work.
yeah.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate
Have
your
a
help.
good one.
Thank you. You too. Oh, sorry. Can I ask you, sir? One thing. Can I ask you something? I just want to ask you: Are you going to be able to write a report about this incident? And maybe provide me with a report,
We're gonna write
just
like
in case.
2-3 lines, but
But I know. But just so I know that if it happens again, then
Yeah,
we have
there's gonna be something-
we have evidence,
there's
right?
gonna be something with your address, yeah.
So how will I get that, by email, or is
Well,
there
if you
how?
want a copy, you can go to the police station. I can give you the file number if you want.
Okay, so if you could do that, can you provide me with what it will be?
Can you write down the number?
Yeah, I'm recording. You can just tell me. Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, so the file number is gonna be 23-55124.
Okay, and that'll be written tonight, correct? Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Take care. Yeah, I have my suspicions as to whether he will write that the guy was trespassing. I hope he did, but I'm not holding my breath because we all know the cops are involved in this stuff. But surprisingly, he did say he was going to write a report. He said he'll write a few lines, so. But it'll probably be just some sort of thing, not telling the whole truth about what happened. But he gave me a reference number so I could see the report, so I'm interested in seeing it. He said I could pick it up at the police station if I wanted it, so maybe I will go and get it at some point. Because he said it would be available there. Okay, now you can see the place where I live there. That guy's coming right out from the place where I live, going to that same vehicle that was across the street right as I arrived. So you can see last night when I left to go to work, he pulled up in the vehicle right as I came outside, and as I'm coming home now, you can see him getting into the vehicle and leaving. So when I left, again, reiterating, when I left, he pulled up right away, right as soon as I stepped outside. Now as I'm coming home, he just exited and got into the vehicle. He's going to wait till I get there to drive off, probably. And just keep watch. This is all done to try and create conflict, try and get me to say something to him. You saw the footage last night. He pulled up literally as soon as I stepped outside. As soon as I came into the driveway. Now he's waiting here. You can see this now. He's waiting here. Let's see. You can see. Okay, so the lights are going on. He's going to time this right with when I get to the house here. You can see. Again, you can see. Okay, right now. See. Now he's going to back up, reverse, and then come this way. You can see. Same guy who came out last night when I was leaving. Okay, you saw that. Very, very obvious. So he's driving away right as I come home now. Same guy who pulled up right as I exited last night.